Welcome. Today, we're going to step into a space of, well, really profound stillness. We're going to explore a Christian devotional practice called an Hour of Adoration. Together, we'll look at the quiet rituals, the prayers, and most importantly, the powerful silence that makes this experience what it is. So let's dive in. You know, this line, it really gets to the heart of it, doesn't it? In the hush of this hour, we prepare our hearts. It tells you right away that this isn't just about, physically being somewhere. It's about a deep, internal kind of preparation. This hour is a choice, a deliberate act of stepping away from all the noise out there to get ready for a totally different kind of encounter. So how does it all begin? Well, it's not with some big, loud announcement. It's usually something really simple, something personal, like this. Just a single rose being placed. And you have to understand, this isn't just for decoration. It's an offering. It's a small, physical way of showing love that quietly, silently kicks off this sacred time. And then, another simple action cuts right through the quiet. A match is struck. You can almost hear it, right? That little spark, that quick hiss as it catches fire. It's a moment of complete focus, all about getting ready to bring a new light into this holy space. And there it is. The flame catches and the candle is lit. The source material we're looking at really points out that subtle crackle as the flame comes to life. It's a tiny sound that just gently fills the silence. And just like the rose, this is another offering. It's a physical act that takes a simple object and turns into something with real meaning, a powerful symbol. You could even say these first few actions are a kind of prayer all on their own. So you see, these first gestures, the flower, the flame, they're not just a warm-up. They're an offering of your very presence. Now that the space is prepared, the heart and mind can really shift into the core of the whole thing. Adoration itself. Okay, so the scene is set. We've arrived at the main event, the central purpose of this hour. Adoration before the Blessed Sacrament. But what does adoration actually mean in this context? What are we talking about here?
Well, the definition we get from our source is actually really clear and direct. It says, adoration is the practice of kneeling before the Blessed Sacrament. Now, in Catholic theology, that's the consecrated host, which is believed to be the real presence of Christ. But here's the really important part. Notice the two key actions. It's not just about talking or praising. It's to adore and, just as important, to listen. It's presented as a two-way street, a real conversation. Okay, so we've had these quiet, physical acts. Now the devotion moves into the spoken word, and the prayer they use is one of the most fundamental prayers in all of Christianity, the Our Father. And here's the thing, it isn't rushed. It's not about getting to the end as fast as you can. It's said slowly with real intention, and that deliberate pace, it completely transforms a prayer that you might know by heart. It turns it into a real meditation, where you can let every single word and its meaning sink in. And this slow, thoughtful pace keeps going right to the very end. You can think of this vocal prayer as a kind of final bridge. It's the last step in preparing the soul before it enters the true heart of this hour, which is, you guessed it, profound silence. So once that final amen fades away, that's when the most profound part of the hour really kicks off. This is the contemplative core of the whole practice, listening in silence. The time for talking is over. Now it's all about listening. And this isn't just a random wait for a bit kind of pause. Nope. The source material is very specific. It calls for a dedicated period of 12 to 18 seconds of pure, silent adoration. It's a structured, intentional gap in time created for one reason, to listen. So let's just take a brief moment and experience a little bit of that silence together right now. That quiet moment you just felt, that's really the pinnacle of the hour. But the goal isn't just to experience it and then leave it behind in the church. The real point is to learn how to carry that quiet center with you out into the rest of the world. And that really leaves us with a final question to chew on, one that I think applies to everyone. In a world that is just so full of noise, right? So many distractions. What's the actual value of intentionally carving out even one single moment of pure, uninterrupted silence? It's definitely something to think about. Thanks for joining me for this explainer.